Hey everyone, this is Nick from Mecca Warehouse, and today we're back with weekly update number 105. So 105, let's just kick things off with week in review. So we're talking about what's been going on, things that are coming up, stuff like that. And first off, Brent was back this week, started back on Monday, light duty as he recovers from his surgery and stuff, so that's good. It'll be good once he gets back up to full speed. We'll have another set of experienced hands around here to help out, which will be great. Yeah, that should hopefully help with some of the staffing stuff. We're still hiring if you're interested in that position, or at least the position's still open, so you can head over to the website and apply for that if you would like a position in our warehouse. Next up, so I think it was a week and a half ago, one of our major competitors here in the US, another major Gundam store in the US, let's say, offered a 15% off all in-stock items sale. And I don't usually pay too much attention to what our competitors do, but I kind of laughed a little bit to myself and was kind of thinking, like, I wonder, considering that their prices had seemed to have climbed a lot over the last few months, let's say, maybe over the last year or two, have climbed a lot, so that way their prices aren't the competitive prices that they were back when we got into the hobby and back into the industry itself. What those actually kind of amounted to. One of our advantages here, because we're based in New Hampshire, is we don't charge a sales tax, which is great. So I was just thinking, what would the discount have to be for us to match their prices if you assumed a sales tax? Hey, did you see this other Gundam store in the US was recently running a 15% off all in-stock items sale? Considering that New Hampshire has no sales tax and our prices are typically lower to begin with, I wonder what our sale would have to be to get the same discounted price.
Is that a rhetorical question, or would you like to do the math?
I'd like to do the math.
I'd like that too.
Okay, let's work through a few quick examples. We selected at random a few items that are fairly popular and in stock on both sites. Not cherry picked to specifically meet this, although there might be some exceptions out there. And we're also going to assume a 5% sales tax because that is the national average. So first up, the RG God Gundam. Their price was $44.99. After the discount and tax, it came to $40.15. Our price was $42.99. So doing the math, that means that we need to discount by 6.61% to beat their price. MG Death Scythe Hell, their price was $55.99. After discount and tax, $49.97. Our price was $52.99, which after doing the math means that we need to discount by 5.7%. Lastly, the HG Powered Gym, their price was $16.99. After discount and tax, that comes to $15.16. Our price was $14.99. So I guess we need to discount by negative 1.13% to come down to their discounted price. So take that for what it's worth, I guess. So we're going to do 7% off this weekend to try and match or beat their sale prices with code We Did the Math to take that 7% off until midnight on Sunday. Now, I didn't check every single item they sell. I just picked a few fairly popular items that we have in stock, that they had in stock, and did the comparison. Most of them worked out to be in like the 5 to 7% range maybe, and although there were definitely items that surprised me a lot, where we would actually have to increase our prices on them to get as low as theirs being 15% off if you assumed a 5% sales tax. So that was kind of surprising for me. But as a result, I decided, let's offer a 7% off all in-stock items sale. The discount code is going to be We Did the Math. So use We Did the Math to save 7% all weekend long, all the way through midnight on Sunday. And yeah, take advantage of the savings there. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Last kind of thing, I guess. You'll notice this week's restock is going to be kind of light, just like last week's restock. I've been contemplating how much detail I go into kind of talking about this, but I figure we've kind of erred on the side of transparency and it's been eating at me a little bit, so I figured I'd just talk about it a little bit. So one of the big challenges that comes with growing as fast as we have over the last couple of years is that our orders are getting larger, which means we need to outlay far more capital, more cash than we ever have before in order to get these orders in. That's been compounded by the log jam and shipping kind of opening up all at the same time, and then receiving multiple lots of the same item, say our Q1, Q2, and Q3 orders all at the same time, for example, rather than receiving them months apart, means that a lot more of our money is tied up in the inventory that's in the warehouse here. That's caused us to have some issues with making payments on time in order to keep our main distributor, BNTCA, happy to be able to ship things. And maybe that's not even the right way to word it, but as a result, a lot of those items have been held up waiting for that next payment. So we've got some credit partners that help us out that we can use to get large amounts of cash. Our next available draw from one of those credit partners is literally we'll probably be able to make it Friday, I think, will be when we put in the application for it, or we do the paperwork on it in order to get the next draw, which should unlock and kind of get the flow moving super fast again, at least for a little while. And so it's been an interesting challenge trying to weigh off all that stuff. So that's one of our solutions is the credit thing. We did a Discord only sale. So if you're a Discord member, you hopefully helped us out a little bit, or at least had the opportunity to. If you're not in the Discord, you want to join if you've made a purchase with us before. Because you get those special opportunities, special savings, discounts, things like that at times. And so yeah, it's been a really interesting and challenging problem. It should get better as the coming months come because our orders are going to get smaller again because there's a lot of items we didn't need to reorder, and we're going to gradually work through our big backlog of stock that we have in the warehouse. In that same vein, though, we are contemplating doing some limited wholesale on some of the items that we are well stocked on. We've been asked about it before by people asking if we could distribute kits and stuff. So if you're interested in Bandai stuff and you're a small shop, say, we are going to be offering some limited wholesale opportunities. You can email me personally, nick@mechawarehouse.com, if you're interested in that, and we can definitely talk about those options and what we have available and stuff. Let's move on to pre-orders. So pre-orders, we have 14 pre-orders this week. The first two I'm going to talk about are actually from a while back. Figure Eye Standard Ultraman Suit, Tiga Action, and the Figure Eye Standard Amplified Alphamon. Both we created the listings to put them up when the rest of that round of Bandai stuff was ready to go up for pre-order, and apparently never turned them onto the website. So they're up, they're available. Definitely worth checking out if you missed them back then because we didn't post them. We also got, also from Bandai, we'll go through that stuff next. Gundam Converge 10th Anniversary Selection 03. This looks like it's got ELS Quanta, Metis, Belga Gyros, Black Vanguard Machine, Witch of Mercury Ariel, Zaku 2, and Hainu are reprinted in the series as well. If you're into Converge figures, we got those up for pre-order. Bandai also has a variety of logo displays. Anaheim Electronics, First Earth Federation Government, Londo Bell, ECOS, Vist Foundation, Neo Xeon. I think we'll be getting in the unicorn logo as well when those do come in, but it's a lot of unicorn themed logo displays. And I think that's it for Bandai. For Kotobukiya, we got a few other options too. The MSG Heavy Weapon Unit 11 Killer Beak, the Zoids HMM Iron Kong PK. I think we got the other Iron Kong version up for pre-order already. The Weapon Unit 09 new sniper rifle, kind of cool looking sniper rifle, and I think that's it for Koto. And then Good Smile, we have two items as well, the Motoroid Fafnir Mark Als, and I think we've got another Fafnir variant already up for pre-order as well. And the Act Mode Maria Kadenzavna Eve, probably mispronouncing that, as well. So a bunch of new pre-orders, definitely worth checking out. and getting locked in to make sure you get them. And let's move on to restocks. First up, we got the Guy King. So this is one of the Super Robot anime kits. I haven't built any of these Motoroid kits myself, but it does look like an interesting one. I've heard good things about Motoroid in general. We also got the Ziorimir of the Heavens. I don't know anything about that particular anime, but it does look like a really interesting mecha design, almost Gundam-ish. So another interesting kit. We also got this accessory pack from Plum. This is I think it's a Shinobi weapons or something like that. It's basically got a chain that I think can be used with basically a Kama Menriki Gusari combination, to use some fancy words there. Some various shuriken, some sort of axe. So some interesting weapons that you may not typically see for a mecha, but that might be cool for some custom work. So that's it for this week, unless we get one of our shipments that we're delayed this week. And otherwise, let's go back and do Q&A. So that's it for restocks. Like I said, not very many this week. We'll hopefully in the next week or two have a bit more coming in. But let's move on to Q&A. So this is the part where I answer questions from you, the viewer. If you have a question you want answered, post it down in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer it next time. First up, Crazy Rabbit. Have you ever thought about making a video or adding on to the weekly updates every so often a segment where you go on the Mecha Warehouse Discord and rate some of the finished or work in progress builds? It's a great question. We took submissions at one point to do like a reaction video. And after trying to film it, it didn't feel like it came out very well. I think partially because I had seen some of the builds beforehand and trying to aggregate them to be able to shoot the video. And as a result, I wasn't really getting first reactions. It was kind of almost trying to manufacture a reaction. So I need to figure that part out. But I could totally see doing that. That would be a pretty cool thing. So we'll definitely discuss that for next week. Next up, Plastic Germs. Question, any surprises from Mecha Warehouse coming soon or before the end of the year? Yes, we got at least one good one planned. I can't tell you what it is though, or it wouldn't be a surprise. And then fun question, what is one conspiracy theory that you truly believe to be true? I don't know. There probably is one. I couldn't think of what it is off the top of my head, but I feel like this is a loaded question. Because who listens to somebody say that they believe a conspiracy theory and then think that they're sane? Because there's I suppose a few that are plausible, but there's a lot that are really far out there. So I don't have one kind of queued up. I have to think about that or go look at a conspiracy theory website or something, I guess. And then our final question, Versgun Q. Are there in-stock indications in the wishlist interface? Will that be a thing, or being able to only display in stock? The wishlist, I don't believe, shows in stock currently, and it used to allow you to actually add items to your cart right from the wishlist. The problem is that wishlist app bypasses what we use for pre-ordering, and so there was a way to pre-order an item that may have been considered out of stock as a pre-order by adding it to your wish list and then adding it to your cart from your wish list. So we had to disable that feature of the wish list app in order to preserve the inventory correctness of our pre-ordering, because we limit our pre-orders based on what we actually have coming. And yeah, so that was kind of an issue. I hope to be able to improve the wish list going forward. At some point, we might be able to add that feature back in when we resolve some of our pre-ordering related issues. And I could see improving all the stuff in general. I just don't know when it will be, because that probably requires engaging with somebody or a firm that specializes in maybe custom building stuff like that, and it's not a financial priority. I've got other things I want to spend my money on right now for the business, but something that I'll definitely try to do in the coming years. And then the other question, is there a Discord channel for the community? And there is. I mentioned the Discord earlier, so this will be a good chance to talk about it at more length. We do have a Discord. We started it back in, I think it was 2019, or yeah, probably 2019, back when we became Echo Warehouse, somewhere around that time frame. And it's one of the best things I think we've ever done. Pretty large community. I think we're closing in on 1,500 members now. The only way to join, though, is by making a purchase. So if you've ever purchased from Echo Warehouse, you should receive an invite link in your email. If for some reason you didn't receive a link, or maybe you did a while back and that link has expired, you can always contact support@mechawarehouse.com for an updated invite link. You'll probably be asked for an order number or an email address that you've used to place your orders to confirm that you're a customer. But once you're in, there's all sorts of great perks over there. We do our ding and dents where we kind of lottery off discounted items that are either damaged or in clearance. We've got special community builds and events going on from time to time. We've got a Discord Secret Santa that we just launched on the Discord recently that will be closing for joining very soon. And I think that's kind of it in a nutshell. So yeah, thanks for the question. So that's it for questions. Like I said before, if you have a question you want answered, post it down in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer it next time. Thank you for watching. See you next time.